Off camera just to save time. And first step, I'm using my Clinique Dramatically Different Hydrating Gel, and I'm just massaging that over my face just to and then the next thing, I'm using the Fenty primer, which is the hydrating primer. I'm doing all the hydrating stuff because I'm using the hydrating foundation today. So now I'm just massaging that all over my face again. The foundation I'm using today is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. Love this Fenty foundation, but in the other Fenty foundation, I really didn't find the exact shade for my complexion, so I ended up mixing it up. I had used the shade 380 in the past. I also used the shade 360. I used the shade 370 and also 380. And I also tried the shade 400. And like I said, 400 is too red. It looks like a color corrector for me. And 385 is too light. And even though the Fenty foundation, when you use it, it usually will kind of oxidize a little or sets into the skin a little different, but I decided to just mix the two. I decided to just use the shade 400 this time around alone to see how it looks. And so I'll just go into applying this foundation with my Sunny Cashew sponge after using the brush, because the brush wasn't applying this foundation to my satisfaction, so I decided to switch to the sponge. And now you guys can see how yellow it is, but when I left it to, well, I will leave it to set so you guys can tell me what you think about the color selection that I picked, which is the shade 400. I let the foundation set in and it really doesn't look bad. So now I'm going to apply my concealer. For concealer today, I'm using Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer, and I will be using the shade 340 and also the shade 385. So that's 385, which is like a skin tone concealer. The shade 340 will be used to brighten up my highlight. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and start to blend directly under my eye and bring it outside. Now this concealer doesn't dry fast, so it gives you the time to work with it, and that's what I like about it. Gives you enough time to blend. So I'm just blending in a tapping motion. Now that I have blended out the concealer, I'm going to go in with the sponge that I used to apply my foundation. And I do this basically just to even out everything, and also trying to avoid the areas that I highlighted because I don't want to bring color back into my face. So now for contour, I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade medium. I've really been loving it. It comes in this beautiful packaging. Very sleek, and this is how it looks. Has a cover or lid on here to prevent it from drying out soon. It has tan and tone on there. So I'll just take this brush, take a little bit of it, and just bring it right down here. And I really love this shade. I feel this is the perfect shade for my contour. And I just put a little bit on the forehead here. I don't have much of a forehead anyway, so I'm just going to put a little bit here, and then I will go that way and that way. So guess what? This is how you get rid of your double chin. For those girls that have the double chin, this is how we hide it. Okay, do you see? Double chin vanish. Okay, so yeah, let's go on blending. I'm just gonna blend this in. It's so easy to blend. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in again with this sponge, just to smoothing out that contour. You guys can still see it's on there. And then I'm going to finish it up here by blending out this area. Okay, voila, there we go. We're going to move forward to setting the face. So to set my under eye, I'm using my Soufflé Declat powder from YSL. Now it's a little light. Usually what I would do, I would mix it with another powder. So what I'm going to do is to mix it with my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. This is a mattifying powder, by the way. I'll be using that to set my under eye. It smells so good. So I will leave it on underneath my eye because I'm about to do my eyeshadow. Grabbing my Fenty powder in Hazelnut, and I'm taking Hazelnut to set the rest of my face, especially this side with these smile lines. And I'm going to really blend that in. I'm taking my Fenty bronzer in Coconutty. Use that for bronzer today. So I'm just going over the cream area that I bronzed, and I'm just going to set it with this bronzer. Grab some of this YSL powder and kind of clean my contour. For eyeshadow palette today, I'm going with the Aina palette. It is a collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills that was launched last month. So I did a look with it before. I've been using this palette and I am in love. These are the shades. Lil Jackie, I see you. I remember this shade when Pat McGrath came out with her holiday collection, and you did a review on your channel with this shadow that she came out with. I think this idea was from that. I'm not accusing you though, but I'm just saying, you know, you had to put it there because you love it so much. I saw you kind of raving about that shadow in the Pat McGrath palette, Mothership 5 palette, and I did see you rave about it. So you had to do it. So it's a good thing. I'm not saying anything bad wrong with it. You love that shadow, and you had to incorporate it in your collaboration. So that shade is Wicked. But anyway, I'm doing something totally different. I'm not using Wicked today. I will be going in with Ginger as my transition shade. Taking this Morphe E17 brush. My voice is so not clear because I had a little cold situation going on. But before I do that, let me prime my lids. I just use my concealer to prime my lids, my little oily lids. I'm going to prime that and then blend with this Morphe brush that I don't have a name for. Okay, let me go in with Credit first. Ginger to blend out the edges of Credit. So now I'm going to take Big Wig, which is the purple, and darken the crease area more. And I'm gonna cut my crease.
How it turned out. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.